And come to think of it, I'm not sure if I've ever seen a quail. I've never been out and gone, oh, fuck me, the quails are out tonight. Better get the car in the garage, don't want it covered in quail shit, fucking quails. So it's always a reduction of mousse and a foam next to a quail's egg with a truffle on top. And the first course is always called the amuse-bouche. And the amuse-bouche is never on the menu. And what this is in fancy food is you eat that, and that's meant to make you realise what the rest of the meal might be like. It's to make you go, ooh, we're eating. I get what's going on. This is a small portion of bigger things. It's like if before you came to the show, you all went to a smaller comedy club tonight and watched someone do a 5-minute set. So you could go, oh, I get what Jim's gonna do. And there's always some French cunt who's the waiter. I can say this on Netflix, the French are a bunch of cunts. I'm not sure if you're even watching it on your French Netflix. Anyway, so there's always a French fuck. He walks out and the first course is always served on like a ceramic white spoon with the reduction, the mousse and the foam and the quail's egg and something on top. And he walks up to you and he's very patronising and he goes, okay, now it's time for the amuse-bouche. And then he goes, this chef has prepared this for you. And you always nod along like, oh, it's good as shit. When you really should just be an arsehole to him and just go, the chef, you say? Did you hear that, honey? The chef's doing the cooking today. I thought the busboy had just fucking stepped it up again, but fuck me. I think we're in for a treat. And then he has the audacity to tell you how to eat it. He goes, the chef recommends that you put this spoon in your mouth and you eat it all in one bite and let the quail's egg explode over the foam, the mousse and the reduction, and then you swallow. When you should really go, thank fuck you came along, cunt. I wouldn't have known what to do. A spoon, you say? A spoon, I would have... So my point is, I can't eat cheese. So... I can't, it's not good for me. So I went on a date with this girl. I went maybe 6 or 7 dates with her, and I took her out to one of those tasting menu restaurants, you know, those fancy restaurants, Michelin star thing where there's like 11 or 12 courses. This is a good move. For any young fella out there who wants to take a girl out, take him to a tasting menu, because if you're like me, I eat my food too quick, and then I got to sit there and watch them try to, you know... And I think, how much of that am I going to get to eat, you know? And if you go to a tasting menu, the brilliant thing about going to a fancy restaurant is that the conversation never stops. Because there's so many courses that you can go, I like that course. I didn't like course number 3, but I enjoyed 7. So I wonder what's up next. It's a good way of keeping things going. Now, I tried to do this routine in Kansas. Very hard to explain what a really good meal's like. They couldn't wrap their brain around it. I was like, you know when you go to one of those really fancy restaurants there? And I went, think about the best meal you've ever had. And then one guy yells out, ribs! And I was like, yeah, ribs are good. But think of a meal that's even better than ribs. And he thought about it, and he went, 2 ribs. And I went, yeah. So these restaurants, they're pretentious as fuck, right? Every dish includes a foam, a reduction, and a mousse. And there's always a quail's egg and a truffle. Always with a quail's egg. Why can't they use a fucking chicken egg? Every time I go to the supermarket, I always go to the poultry, and I never like, oh, quail or chicken, what will we eat tonight? Now, these fancy restaurants always have a foie gras course. Foie gras, it's fucking delicious. I didn't know what it was for years. I just enjoyed it. It's this buttery, fucking fleshy thing. It's delicious. And then someone showed me a video. Do you know how they make foie gras? They get a goose, and they step on its fucking feet, and then they pull the goose's neck up like this, and they get what's called a foie gras funnel, which is like a funnel with a big long tube, and they shove it down the goose's throat until the goose looks like a fucking sword swallower. And then they force feed the goose grains day and night, right? And then after that, they wire the goose's mouth shut so it can't vomit the food back up. Because of doing this, the goose gets cirrhosis of the liver, and the liver gets fat and yellow, and that's what gives it that buttery taste. My big question is, who was the first cunt to figure that out? Who was the first bloke just to walk up to his mates and just go, hey, guys, I was torturing geese, as I always do, and you would not believe the delicious side effects. Now, I don't believe in animal cruelty, but who here thinks that we should no longer test on animals? All right. They're what we call fucking idiots. If you're a fucking moron who just applauded, there should be no animal testing, you fucking basic cunt. Now, I don't think we should test on animals for something as frivolous as makeup. But when it comes to medicine, what's our fucking other option? Let's just think of something really simple, like acne cream, right? You can't just get a cucumber, smear the cream on the cucumber, and go, no change to cucumber, ready for people. No, you got to start with a mouse, don't you? Smear it on the mouse, that mouse dissolves. First cream, not good. Then you get another cream, that mouse fucking multiplies like a mogwai hit with water. Better than first cream. Still not good. Then you get one where it works, there you go, that one's good. Then you get a rat, then you get a rabbit, then you get a cat, then you get a dog, then you get a primate, then you get a homeless person, a student, and then us. And that's how we have the medicine. So moving on, we go to fucking course number 6. So then you go through that, then you get a couple more courses. Then there's always a course that involves something. The ingredients they use aren't the ingredients that you want to fucking eat, right? If you were to buy a pork product in a supermarket and you were spending money, it would be like a pork loin or a chop, right? In these restaurants, it's always like, this is the kidney of the thing and the fingernail of the hoof. And you are getting the rind from the pig's eye, the eye socket of the pig, and you're like, oh, I haven't got enough socket in my fucking diet. At the end, you're like, I'm eating bone marrow. I didn't know what a bone marrow fan I fucking am. And it's all shit. It's all fucking bad for you. I always feel fatter after. Look, this is the deal, right? I'm recording a special right now, so I've dropped like 7 pounds in a week by just not fucking eating. Just not fucking eating. And I come from a long line of fat people, right? I come from fat people. The reason I lose weight is because of you, the general public, and your comments on the internet. Without you and your words of wisdom, I'd be a fat fuck. But thank God you all come along and you fucking bully the fuck out of me. See, I'm not for fat shaming, but I kind of am. I'm not for any shaming, really, but I don't know why we've gotten to this moment in society where fat people are immune to being shamed, yet every other addiction in our society is shamed. I watched my mother eat herself to death. I fucking watched it. She hid food, she fucking kept on eating, she denied what she was doing, and she fucking died from it, right? I watched it happen. But for some reason, we have to look at fat people and go, you be your best self, you're looking great. Every other fucking addiction in our society we shame. You smoke a cigarette, you don't think smokers feel shame? You don't think smokers are breathing fucking smoke into their lungs going, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a parent. What the fuck am I doing with my life? We don't need you to go, you smell. You're killing yourself. Go outside. There's a section for people like you. Like fucking cocaine addicts. You don't think they feel shame? Every time a cocaine addict has a line, they literally have to look at themselves in the fucking mirror. You don't compliment a fucking meth addict who's picking scabs off their face like, you be you. You're living your best life. No, but eating, we have to watch people get fat as fuck and compliment them? Fuck off. Should be the same as smoking. A fat cunt comes into a donut store, the person behind the counter should be able to go, you're gonna have to eat that outside. They'll go outside with their donut, and they'll have a little roped off section. Let's make it small, give them a fucking incentive. They can stand out there with the other fatties and look at each other and go, oh. Do you remember when we were allowed to eat on planes? So anyway, then we go on through the menu.